Hey y'all, welcome back to Black Girl Speak Up Podcast. I am your host Jasmine, and we are back for another episode. Listen, I keep telling y'all, I'm special guest after special guest after special guest. I'm being very intentional, especially now that we are in season 2. So we're gonna get right into it. Today's topic is all about feeling yourself and really cherishing and honoring where you are in your journey and all the things that are going right, because we can oftentimes focus on all the things that went wrong along in the journey. So today we're going to focus on all the things that are going right and how we got there, and we're going to be doing that, having this amazing conversation with our guest. I'm so excited. Her name is Carolyn Cyprian, and listen, all things skin, this is your girl. This is who you want to go to. She is an esthetician for many, many years, and she has Carolyn Skincare Med Spa. And listen, you might want to go to her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'm so excited to be here.
This is gonna be so good.
I'm excited.
Listen.
I'm excited to help the people.
Listen, because you do it so well already.
Thank you.
Already. And so I'm excited to just have this conversation so people can see a different perspective and have another voice that they can be like, oh yeah, I know it's possible. I know it's doable.
Awesome.
So before we dive into that, we're going to go and highlight a business in our area that are bold and booked in our new segment. Okay, today we are featuring our very own girl, Whitney Brown of Whitney Brown Events. Listen, she is the intentional event and wedding planner. And when I tell you she is intentional, she is very, very much that. Wherever you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to plan, she is the person you want to reach out to. Whitney Brown Events, everywhere you can find her. I promise you, you want to book her, okay? All right, so let's dive on in. So let's start it off. What's going right now for you?
Ooh, that's loaded.
I know.
That's such a loaded.
Listen, we're going to dive right on in.
That's such a loaded question. First and foremost, I'll start with my walk with Christ. I made a really big decision based on the leading of the Holy Spirit earlier this year to leave a church that I had been a member of 7 years. And that's hard.
That is.
You're comfortable. You know the people. You love the people. You are connected and you're serving. I've served this church very faithfully. But I kept feeling convicted because I was allowing my comfort to cause me to be in disobedience. And I didn't know what the other side...
My God. Wait. Because that right there, I just made the very same transition at the end of last year. So, yeah.
It's so easy to, especially when you have so many other challenges going on, it's like, I need one place to be solid. I need one place that I can have a little bit of comfort. But Lord was like, there's no growth in being comfortable. And I had like 4 or 5 different confirmations from random people, like that didn't know me, didn't know the situation, was like, it's time to move. And that was hard. That was a hard transition and a hard decision. Yeah. But the moment I made it, it was like doors began to open. I'm already at a new church that has been phenomenal to my growth in this season.
Yes. And
it was literally right under my nose, but I was allowing being comfortable to just go through the routine. So, church is going great.
That's so good.
My walk with Christ is going great. And it's a very unfamiliar feeling to be in complete obedience with Christ as much as we can, right? How things just flow. It's different because I was a single mom. I struggled. I've been divorced. I got all the stripes. I'm very familiar with hard.
Yes.
So it's been so rewarding and still hard, but like rewarding to say yes when you're supposed to say yes, right? So I'll start. That's where I want to start. And then in my business, I've gone through a lot in business being an entrepreneur. That was, that's been great because I feel like now I'm seeing the fruit of all the seeds that I sown.
Yes.
So I feel like my soil is enriched right now. Because it's like, man, like I've gone through some stuff. God has held me.
Mm-hmm.
I have been obedient. I have been steadfast. I've stayed true even when I could have went the left.
Mm-hmm.
People have ran over me, abused me so many times. People that I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
And it's like, I still have to go back to his word. I still have to trust what he's saying about me and my path and my future. And I feel like that's the season I'm in right now. My marriage is going great. We'll be 3 years in October. And shout out to you.
Save the day. Woo, that's another story, Jazz.
Yes. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And again, it's something that I have to constantly like check myself. One, because you don't want to ever be prideful. You don't want to feel like you're deserving of this because, we all have done our thing. Yeah. But it's like, no, like I'm doing what thus said the Lord. Mm-hmm. Being a good wife, being a mom. Mm-hmm. I'm treating people the way that I know I'm supposed to be. Like, why shouldn't I have fruit?
Yes. And
why?
Going back to what you said, you get comfortable with hard.
Right.
Like I understand hard.
Yeah.
But to be in peace.
Right.
That can be like, okay, wait, is it going to change at any point? And it's like, no. You can go through a season where it is just calm and you don't have to sabotage it because you're trying to like, well, is this going to change at any moment? It's like, no, enjoy and dwell in the good season that you're in.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. And I'll say this, I remember having a conversation with a friend and I was like, I think this was last year. I'm like, I think I may have an unhealthy relationship with money. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, because I'm noticing that like I'm so used to lack in my past that when God started truly blessing me, if my account went past a certain number, I'd have like almost anxiety. And she was like, okay, well, you need to figure that out because I know where God's taking you.
Exactly.
And so it was almost like he chin checked me literally right then. And it was like, there was a 3-4 month time season that I was like, I'm only going to give you what you need. Not what you want. Because I need you to trust me outside of every area of your life. Yes, you do good in your business. Yes, you do great facials. Yes. But those are resources. I'm your source.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right?
And he will humble you.
And I was like, at first I was kind of like, okay, God. And in that 3rd month, I was like, whoo.
Okay, God.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. And I kid you not, it was almost like, it was funny because the last conversation that year that I had with my business coach, I was telling her my numbers and I'm like, this is unfamiliar for me. I've been doing good for a while. Like, this is unfamiliar too. So it was almost like he had to take me back to what lack looks like.
Yes.
For me to really appreciate where I am and what is coming, right?
Yes.
And it was like, literally, it was like this huge transition in a very short period of time. It was like 2-3 weeks. And I was like here, and then it was just like, he was like, okay, I guess you learned your literally, it was just like a huge shift. And she was like, Carolyn, I don't know anybody that's been able to do that. And I said, because it's not me. And we've been rocking ever since, because I'm like, Lord,
you don't have to show me again. You don't have
to learn my lesson.
I learned my lesson. I thoroughly learned. It's so interesting in those seasons when it's not that you lack faith, it's that you kind of like, you start questioning a little bit, and then God is like, do you not trust me?
Yeah.
do you not trust me? I have sustained you for all this time, and now you seem to be wavering. Why? So I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm not gonna take it too far.
Right.
I'm not gonna take it too far, but he's gonna humble you just a little bit, just so you be like, you know what? I need to stop playing. I need to stop playing myself. I have totally been there in those seasons. I literally, last year, I was in a transition season, and I was I was like, okay, God, I want to get back into real estate.
Okay.
Because I let my license go, because I was like, I didn't want to be a realtor anymore.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can be an admin assistant. So I started doing that, and I was like, oh, this is good. Did that for a few months. And then she said she could not afford to pay me anymore. And it was like effective immediately. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So from that moment, I was just like, all right, God,
What now?
I'm gonna let you show me how I'm supposed to navigate this. And literally within a couple of days after that, somebody sent me a text message. Oh, can you join back our team for real estate photography, because we need somebody else? And I was like, oh, okay. Photography started picking up again, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, God, I was trying to do that. I was trying to do that. It wasn't something that I really had a conversation with God about, like, oh, like, let's figure this thing out. And no, I was like, I'll go back and do X, Y, and Z, and I'll do.
That never works.
It never worked.
And then it'd be so abrupt, and then our feelings be hurt, and we feel like a failure. And it was like, God would be sitting there like, baby, I didn't tell you to do that.
I didn't.
Did you check with me first? Did you pray about it? Did you seek that? All the things.
All the things. Nope. It's like, no, actually, I didn't. I didn't. So let me pay attention.
But he brought you back to what you were supposed to.
He did.
You always told me that photography was your first love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Always been doing it, and I still do it.
Yeah.
And now I also do, I'm a leasing consultant. So I do that as well. And so I'm still in the space of real estate, even though it's not, I was just like, it's not what I thought.
Right.
It's never what we think it's supposed to be. Right. It's always what he has planned for us.
Absolutely.
It's always that. It's
absolutely
always.
Yes.
So right now, what are you grateful for in this moment?
I am grateful for, and I can't even believe I'm saying this. I'm grateful for lessons, because I feel like every large lesson in this last 3 years of my life have just pushed me to greater. I just went through a testing season this year. It was a really tough lesson, and I think we get so comfortable saying, "Oh God, I trust you," or "I'm just gonna wait on the Lord." I feel like that is such a cliche, but when it's really, you really have to sit in it and not move, because I don't know about you, but like I'm a person that just gets stuff done. I don't like to sit around and just hope things are gonna work out. I'm very A personality. I'm gonna make sure it's done.
Yes.
So when you're telling someone like me that I just have to sit and just trust God that He's gonna take care of this really big situation in my business, that was hard. But then at the end of it, I can't even really talk about it in detail without getting emotional, because like, it was such a good lesson. It was such a good lesson, and I needed that. I needed to know that He's not gonna let my enemies continue to bully me. He's not gonna let my enemies take what I've worked for. He is going to stand there and be there for me and fight my battles, because that's what the word says.
Yeah.
But if we don't allow lessons, how are we ever really gonna know that, Jasmine?
Listen, how? I like that you said that. The lessons. It really is about I have these past few years, and people know my grief and all the things that I've had to went through. I had to learn how to really deal with certain things, but I didn't learn that on my own.
Right.
Because if it was just me trying to learn those things, I would probably still be in bed. versus actually having conversations like this when I realize that I'm supposed to have conversations like this.
Right. Because something my pastor said, I think about a month ago, is there's pain in purpose.
Listen. Whew.
There's pain in purpose.
Yes. Yeah.
Nothing's wasted.
Nothing. Not a second, not
Tear.
Not a tear.
Yeah.
Every time I have thought, like, why did all this happen? Like you said, it's divorce and your mom, single mom, and you're all the things. And you're trying to understand what was the reason behind it, but then you have a conversation with somebody that is very intentional. You're like, I needed to learn that lesson so I could then like help somebody else.
Yeah.
And that, it's like, okay, it's all worth it. Every single lesson I have learned has always been worth it. And so I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yes.
Because listen, today, baby, I would not be sitting here. I have to dig down and understand that sometimes. Like, I would not be sitting here if it wasn't for every single lesson that I have learned.
And you know what breaks my heart is that when I see people, they get stuck.
Yes.
That's so painful.
It is.
Because it's not meant for you to be stuck. Okay, grieve. Go through it. Pray through it.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, sweetie, sweetheart. I'm trying to lighten it up. It's not for you.
Yeah.
God just chose you to go through it.
Yeah.
Because he got other people. You got people to disciple.
You
got people to help.
Absolutely.
And that's my beef with all this. I won't say beef, but just I see a lot of it's about me, self, and I gotta heal. I gotta keep the boundary. I gotta keep people out, and I don't do people. And I get it, right? We all have isms. We all have stuff, but I think that's why so many people are lost, because we think our purpose is us.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I could not imagine.
Because how do you feel when someone is you're helping someone versus the other way around? Like to me, I get so much gratitude when I know that I'm like really, really helping someone and like getting them out of a situation or praying them through or seeing them get better. Absolutely. That's so fulfilling.
That 10 times.
It's nothing at the store I can go by myself that's going to give me that feeling. Nothing. I often I'm sitting in certain situations and I think back and I'm like, I see why I had to have that conversation. Because there's been times where people, they don't know my story. They've only interacted me in very light, airy situations. And so when we've had an opportunity to have like a really heart-to-heart conversation, they're like, wait, you've been through all of that? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, but you're just so like, I'm like, yeah. And take that in, like take that in. And they're like, well, if you've been through all of that and you can be as bubbly and as personable and as happy as you are, surely my situation does not have to seem as dark as it is, as I make it out to be. It's never as serious as people can make it seem until they hear somebody else speak and they're like, oh, I'm like dwelling in this space that I don't have to be dwelling in. Yeah.
I don't have to live here. It's like, please don't get stuck. That is like the biggest thing that every time I have a conversation, I'm like, please don't get stuck in that. That breakup, it was meant to happen. Like if it didn't, y'all would still be together if it was meant to be together.
Right.
Like if that was your person, these issues would not be happening.
Yeah. And I think about my divorce and I always say that was the worst, best thing that ever happened to me. And yeah, I could go around and talk about how bad things were and how he did me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, I chose that.
Yes.
I have to take ownership.
Yes.
So, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. And, I'll never make it again.
Listen, I learned that lesson very well.
Yes.
And I will not make that mistake again.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I definitely, I'm like, people have asked me, I was talking to somebody recently. It's like, well, why are you so straightforward now? And why are you just you're not looking for marriage at this particular moment? I was like, because I want to be with somebody that is very for me. I don't want to sit up here and just be dating and talking to everybody, because a lot of them are not for you.
Exactly.
The person that's for you will be from the very beginning. And I don't want to make another mistake like I did.
Right.
I own what I did. I stayed with that person for a very long time.
Right.
Got married, have a child. Like, I went through the whole thing. I own it. But now, I'm moving on.
You're being patient.
I'm being patient. I'm not stuck back there so that I am like bitter.
Right.
Because that's what a lot of people get stuck in, those past situations, relationships, and move on. So you can.
And the thing about it is, something that I learned recently is that it's not that you or him were bad people.
Right.
Y'all were bad for each other.
Correct. And that's it. That's it.
And I know I didn't seek God for my first marriage.
Oh, girl, I did not.
You know, so it's like you got somebody who was never meant to be with you
In the first place.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all lessons. It's all learning from them, and just, you know, asking God for forgiveness.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like when you are a strong personality person like myself, it's so easy to feel like, God, I got it. Or when I'm not doing everything I know I'm supposed to do, I won't even ask. I feel guilty to ask him for anything. Like, and that's how I was back in the day. Like,
yeah.
I ain't asking it. I don't deserve that. Right? And
Yeah.
we're supposed to come to him as children.
For everything.
For everything.
Yes.
Like, I know your baby girl ain't got to question if she gonna eat. She just know you gonna feed her.
Yeah. It may not be the sushi she wants today.
I'm screaming.
Listen.
Yeah.
Literally. But yes.
Yes.
I 100% agree with that. So what's something you had to change in order to get to a better place mentally, to like accept the positive? Because like we said, you kind of get stuck certain places, and we're not in a season where we're stuck in what was, what could have been. You're in a place of like, God, I see what you're doing.
I think surrounding myself around people that, one, saw things in me that I hadn't even seen in myself. I hired a business coach, and just mindset, like no, you deserve to be here.
Yes.
Like, you're not gonna be working yourself, 20 years and not respected for your value. Like,
right.
No, but that's something I had to program in my head, because I don't know any entrepreneurs in my family. I don't know anybody that makes, that tax bracket. I don't know anybody that I can say, I want to be like my aunt such and such, or I want to be like my uncle this, or my dad, or I don't know anybody, right? For those things.
Yeah.
But once I changed my mindset and being around other people that I see doing exactly what they said that they're gonna do, and they put themselves in different situations, it's a thing that I hear a lot of people say, oh, no new friends and all of this type of stuff. And it's like, baby girl, like, the people you're around, not to say you can't keep your people, but you have to put yourself in places and to be around people that you're going to learn from, and that's going to speak life into you. And I remember in May of this year, I went to California for a conference with my coaching program. And the lady who's a billionaire was like, she owns the company. Mm-hmm. She was like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be making XYZ for your one-on-one coaching. And at the time I was like, that's a big number. You know, like, it made me a little uncomfortable.
I imagine.
And I was like,
it's possible.
Oh, okay. So I wrote it down, thought about it. And the last 2 months I've gotten 2 clients. And not so much that, I had all this faith and I was doing all these things. Somebody planted a seed. I had to get out of my element. I had to get out of my environment. I had to change my mindset.
Yes.
And I think what helped me do that is knowing what God says about me. Because I feel like sometimes we adopt what other people and our parents say about us to where we can't even visually see ourselves accomplishing those things.
That's so good, because a lot of the times I feel like what holds people back is not necessarily themselves, it's the people around them. They get so caught up with, well, these are my day ones. These are the people that I've known since the beginning, but what are they doing that is equal or level or above where you're trying to get to? If we're not even on the same playing field, then how am I going to learn from you, or vice versa? How is this going to be an exchange of thoughts and ideas if we're not even thinking the same way? So having somebody like, I'm trying to go here, and I don't know anybody that's gone there. Even when I started my photography, even my sisters, and to this day, I think it's funny, but they had to realize, I see. Now they understand. But when I first went to school I have my degree in photography. They didn't want me to go to school to be a photographer because they didn't understand it. That's not their background. That's not their thing.
Right.
So once they saw what I was doing, it's like, okay, that's your lane. I get it. I understand. I had to get my own coaching. I had to get my own guidance and mentors that I could look and be like, that's who I need to talk to even do anything in this realm, because nobody that I know has even run a photography business.
The Bible says the people perish due to lack of knowledge. I'm going to pay for the knowledge. I'm going to invest in myself.
Absolutely.
Because if I don't know what I don't know. And that's why I had to sit with myself with the idea of making this type of money for this part of my business, right? Yeah. And I'm like, well, my coach was like, would you pay for that? And I said, absolutely. I paid
this amount.
Way more.
Right.
And she said, okay. You would pay for that. You wouldn't be where you are without the knowledge, without the tools. Your people are your people.
Yeah.
And, I thank God for my tribe and the people that I have in my life, because they're constantly pouring into me. They're constantly, speaking life.
Yes.
So if you got some people that's not speaking life, they're speaking the opposite. Think about that.
Yeah. And they gotta go.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your I did that moment? Like, what in this, especially the past couple
of years. You said
my
idea.
I did that. Like, I did that. Or, you know what? Because I followed what God told me to do, like, this happened.
I would say this year, a friend of mine came in while I was away on vacation, and so she was renting space while I was gone, and she's been with me since day one. She was at my first med spa renting space, so she knows everything. She knows the trials, the betrayal. She knows it all. Yeah. And I think when she texted me while I was away, it was almost like an aha moment for me. She says, I love what you've created here. She was like, you have an amazing team. It's such a beautiful working environment. They represent you so well.
Oh, that's good.
And she was like, you finally did it. And I'm like, the Lord did it. But he literally sent me two amazing souls that I fully trust. And I remember when I left and walked away from my first med spa, I literally spoke a curse over myself, and I was like, I'll never trust anybody else again. I'll never do this or that again. I was saying those things, and then once I really took some time and healed from it, I had to repent for that, because I'm like, oh, I know I can't do this by myself.
No.
And he literally was intentional with sending me two people that fully align with me, the core values of my business. They're believers. They love the Lord. And I think that was the moment where it's like, I can take a week off from my business and not even have to think about it.
That's so good.
And it's still operating. And I mean, that's maybe not a big deal for many people, but that was huge for me, because in this industry it's very cutthroat.
Yes.
I've been betrayed so many times. But the lesson in the oh my gosh was, you trusted God again. You got back on the horse again.
Yeah.
You persevered. So that was huge, because she knows my story. She was there.
Yeah.
She knows what I went through, and she's like, Carolyn, I don't know anybody that's been betrayed like you. And I laugh now, but I'm like, I don't know anybody. I don't know nobody else either. But now I know why he saved me. Now I know my true purpose in him. And it's tied to my business, which is the wildest thing. It's like I never really even thought about it. And then when I came up with the slogan for my business, healing that starts with the skin and ends with the soul, I didn't know that it was really the soul.
Yes.
That's so, like, it's insane. I care more about their heart and their soul than their skin. The skin that's a cherry on top.
Right.
But that's what I get to do every day.
Yes. You do soul work every day.
Every day.
Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
so
you for sharing and just sharing a piece of your story with us. Like, that was, I've seen it. We've had many of conversations, and I will be back in your chair very soon.
Yes.
But just to hear, like, the positive, all the things that are going right, despite where everything has come from, like, that is a huge journey and a huge ode to success.
Yeah.
And ode to, like, following what God tells you to do.
Right.
And his purpose for you, and aligning yourself with his purpose and not wavering from that, because oftentimes we try to do it on our own, and it's like, God knows precisely where we're supposed to be. He knows where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
And so to follow that is so good. So thank you.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
I have one more thing I want to say to your people.
Yes.
If you notice that things aren't going right, and that you're doing the things and there isn't any fruit being produced, take a moment. Take a moment to really evaluate your life, to see, what can I be doing better? What could I take away? Seek God in that area. Like, Lord, this area of my life isn't producing fruit. What am I doing? What should I be doing, right?
Yes.
He's going to reveal it to you.
Every time.
He's going to do it.
Yes.
And it might be uncomfortable, but it's obedience is better than sacrifice. That's all. I always say that. But thank you for having me. I appreciate you so very much.
I appreciate you. And you, like, literally what you were saying is, like, part of my healing homework this week. Like, that's so funny. It's so take a moment and do some inventory on all the good things that are going right. But, like, if they aren't, take inventory of that too. Like, that's both things. Do the homework, okay? Yes. I would love for y'all to send me some DMs with that. Email me, whatever you want to do. Like, I would love to hear.
Absolutely.
That. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I will see you guys next week. Bye.